Apple's just dropped their new iPads. Let's talk about it. Don't worry, I got all my notes written down, so we'll go through every single thing. First up, here are my thoughts. It feels this is just a spec bump across the board. Yes, there are several new iPads that were released. There's iPad Air and the iPad Pros. They're both coming in 11-inch and 13 inches. The iPad Pro used to be 12.9, now they're changing that to 13-inch. Sounds like just a rounding up. The chips on the Air are starting with the M2s at 128 gigabytes. Comes with the camera that moves from the top to the side and then better Wi-Fi. The Pro, on the other hand, is coming up with the M4 chip. So this is the first time we have M4 chips on the iPad Pro. It's more efficient and it's more powerful. The iPad Pros also come with the OLED screen, and it's the thinnest Apple device ever. Final Cut Pro 2 is announced, and I'm pretty excited about this one because it's mentioning AI features for filmmakers and editors. And if you think about CapCut and DaVinci Resolve, they've recently released several AI features like removing filler words, silences, and things like that I'm super excited because it saves so much time when you edit. The Magic Keyboard is released, a new Magic Keyboard, and this version only works for the iPad Pro. It has a larger trackpad, a new function keys, but I think for the most part, that's about it. Apple Pencil Pro was also released. It has haptic feedback, barrel rolled, and it also works with Apple's Find My app. So now if you lose it, you'll be able to find the Apple Pencil. Overall, those are the releases, and I had a chat with my friend about which device we would buy. And initially, we gravitated towards the iPad Air, the 11-inch iPad Air, but it only starts at 128 gigabytes. And if you compare the price between the iPad Air 11-inch and the Apple iPad Pro 11-inch, there's a $400 difference. Well, if you upgrade the storage to 256, that's where you get parity between them. And the difference of about $300, it makes it seem like the iPad Pro is a much better deal. But in actual day-to-day usage, for me, I've been using my 2018 iPad Pro 11-inch for the past 6-7 years now, and it's been doing perfectly fine. And even recently, as I'm trying to edit photos, edit videos on the iPad, it's been doing absolutely terrific. The only reason I would think of trying to upgrade right now is because it's thinner, it has the OLED screen, and the battery life. So the 2018 iPad Pro that I have, the battery life is starting to show its age for sure. I could probably get 6 hours out of it on a good day. But the screen still has ProMotion, everything looks great. The OLED sounds really interesting. Camera placement, that I think is not that interesting for me because I can definitely attach an external camera if I wanted to. And from a pricing perspective, if I'm really looking for a good deal, which I'm always looking for, I think the previous generation iPad Pro could be a much better deal at this price point compared to the iPad Air. If you can get the previous generation iPad Pro brand new or maybe refurbished from Apple, I think that presents a much better value at this point because you get a Pro device, you get ProMotion display, and you get the M2 chip, right? So compare that to the iPad Air 11-inch today. Sure, the camera placement it's different, but I think for the most part, maybe 95% of the users, you'll be much more satisfied with the previous generation iPad Pro. What are your thoughts after watching this? Are you thinking about buying the iPad Pro? Are you thinking about buying the iPad Air? What is your pick? I think for me personally, I'm gonna skip out for now, but I'm gonna sit on this to distill my thoughts a little bit more. So now I have an iPad Pro from 2018. It's definitely showing some signs of age, but it still works pretty well. So I'm gonna make a comparison video comparing the 2018 iPad Pro, whether it's still relevant in 2024 today, in an upcoming video. So check that out. Cool, that's all the thoughts I have for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.